So Mike, I wanted to talk to you about section 24 and how it's going to affect residential property investors.
Well, section 24 has been in place since the 6th of April 2017, so it's been affecting those residential property holders ever since then. What it quite simply does is reduces the mortgage interest that's allowable for their tax. The effect obviously will be taking a massive effect from April 2020, when they have no interest relief allowable at that stage, whereas before, if they had £10,000 of interest relief, that would have reduced their profits. Now they can only have a maximum of 20%, so they would only have £2,000. The additional tax, therefore, for an individual who's a high rate taxpayer is £3,200. So that's quite substantial.
So not a good story for people with highly geared portfolios.
Definitely not, no.
So what is the worst case scenario for our clients and other people out there with large portfolios? Could there be a case where the actual tax is actually now more than the actual profits they make on property?
There could be that possibility, yes, as they will only have a 20% tax reducer from that interest that's allowable.
So, Mike, can we just look at the options that are open to property investors? I mean, because presumably to do nothing at this stage isn't a very good option.
To do nothing at this stage, it seriously isn't a good option. Quite literally, they will be paying lots more tax over a number of years. It's not just in isolation, it's over a number of years. So yes, that's not a good option.
So what other things could they do, or are people doing at the moment?
Well, some people are considering paying down the debt, but by them doing that, then they're reducing their capital. They're reducing their sort of savings. Fair enough, there isn't a great deal of interest arising from those savings, but they are reducing their savings. Another thing that they could do, they could perhaps sell the properties. However, if you're selling property, generally there is a tax charge on that through capital gains tax. Now, with that being their second property, clearly they're going to be paying tax at 18 or 28%, depends if they're marginal rates or high rate taxpayers.
And then presumably if a lot of people take this rate, there's going to be a flood of investment properties on the market, have an effect on the overall value of them.
Exactly, and that's obviously going to reduce the market value of the property. Then if it does, then there may not be the capital gain, but they may not get as much back as what they were hoping for.
Okay.
However, there was one area that I think we do need to develop on, and that's perhaps the incorporation of their property business, and that's the important thing.
So with current tax rules, investment properties within residential properties within a limited company is still a favourable option.
It is a favourable option, yes. We've got to look at the personal tax situation and the tax rates that the individual will be paying. They may be high rate taxpayers or additional rate taxpayers at 40-45%. A company will pay tax at 19% on its profits. There is a benefit there.
And those looking to buy properties now, one of the options they could take is to put those properties straight into a limited company.
For sure. That would
avoid this situation.
It would do, and they would be able to have any of the mortgage interest relief fully deductible against their income that's arising there.
And in the right circumstances, that's something that we could advise people on.
We certainly can, yes.